Virgo placements, Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's do you a reading. If you want a private reading, the link to that is in the description box. Let's see, Virgo. What do we have for you? Someone has their guard up with you as a protection layer. They can have Pisces in their chart. You have history with this person, so they could be an ex or someone that you reconciled with, or a friend perhaps that you had a lot of ups and downs with. Because I see that this person doesn't really fully trust you. I mean, if they actually trust you at all. Because I see that this person has their guard up. They don't really trust to let you in or be vulnerable with you again, I want to say. My armpit is itching. So whatever you did or however you betrayed this person's trust is very much affecting how this person is behaving with you. I feel like they're not giving you the same access that they gave you before. Even if they said, oh, it's all forgiven, it's all done and dusted, you know, we've resolved the issues between us. But I feel like there is this like thing at the back of their head telling them not to fully trust you. Now maybe you gave them good reason to be in this state of mind. But if you technically didn't do anything and they still don't trust you, maybe it's trust issues that this person has before you even showed up in their life. But I see it's because there is so many, like, I feel like if this is not with you, I feel like the past is very much the reason why this person has their guard up. Maybe with people in general, you know, like sometimes you will be with people that cannot trust you from the get-go, right? But I'm getting that this person could be someone that you've had some type of history with. So you've known them at least for some time. I don't feel like this is like new energy. Okay. Interesting. It's showing me that this person has a lot to lose if they fully trust you, or if they fully trusted people in general. So let's say if this person has trust issues, they think that people are out there to get them, or people want something from them, or people want to take advantage of them, because they do seem to have qualities or things that other people would want. You know, someone that has a lot to lose, I want to say. What is that saying? You know, if you have, don't throw rocks, if you have a house of glass or whatever that thing is. Do you know what I mean? In a way, it's kind of like saying that this person is, because they have so much to lose, they are careful with people, or they are cautious, I want to say. They don't really trust people. And maybe this is specifically in regard to you, but maybe this is just who they are, their personality, right? So they find it very hard to let people in, and that includes you. If this is specifically because of you, maybe you've done something that made this person this way, especially if you have history with this person and you betrayed them in one way or the other, and then you promised that you will not do it again, but they will not be able to fully trust you because the chances of you repeating a past mistake is possible. As a human being, it is possible for someone to betray you again, even if they promise they will never do it again, right? Okay. Now my question is, if they don't trust you, why keep you around? You know what I mean? If they really don't trust you, why keep you around? Why not get rid of you? You know what I mean? Maybe there's some type of attachment here that they think that they need to keep the peace with you instead of cut you off completely. Especially if this is like a relationship and you have a child together or something like that. Or maybe, I mean, it doesn't even have to be a child. Sometimes couples or friends will kind of try to make things work because they live together or because they have shared assets of some kind, and they will just try to keep the peace. I mean, for some of you, it could be even a workplace situation where you want to keep your job by trying to get along with someone at work that has betrayed you or showed you some type of betrayal. So whatever the case here is, that this person believes that they cannot escape you, but at the same time, they don't trust you. They don't trust you, not fully anyway. They wouldn't trust you with their life. That's the last thing that they would do. They would probably trust a stranger over you, Virgo. So the trust here is kind of non-existent. Okay. They feel like you hide things or you don't speak your mind, and they don't trust that. You know when people are like, for some people, you know, whatever that's on their mind, on their heart, they say it. This person, like, they perceive you as someone that is not like that. You know, you are someone that will bite your tongue or not say something even though you look like you want to say something. Or you withhold information and then they wonder, why did you withhold that information? What are you hiding? It's like suspicion mixed with paranoia, mixed with trust issues, mixed with past betrayal. Now, you could have had a hand in that, in creating that atmosphere, or not. You tell me. Yeah, I clearly see that they want to keep the peace. Because they don't want to give you any, like, reason. They don't want to give you any reason to consider them as an enemy. So they try to give you the impression that, hey, I come in peace, so you don't have to target me. You don't have to target me because I'm on your side. When really they're not really on your side. They are beside you, yes, but they are fearful of you. They don't trust you. This person, Virgo, they don't trust you. And maybe you're thinking, yeah, but they're not saying anything. Yeah, because they're afraid of stirring shit up between the two of you, that you end up retaliating or you end up, like, being resentful towards them, and then it will make things worse for them. So they're trying not to poke the bear, so to speak. You know. So they're not keeping the peace because they are the Buddha, but they are wanting to keep the peace as a way of protection, as a way to protect themselves from you. Damn, what did you do to this person? Some of you might think that what you did to this person is very much something that they deserve. So some of you could be like, yeah, I did that to them, but they deserved it. Maybe. But I'm just seeing the aftermath of that energy. I don't know why I'm getting this example, but I mean, I've read this story about this lady that was kidnapped, and then she made the kidnapper think that she's in love with him, and she stayed with him for so many years, even though she had so many chances to escape, but she was too afraid. So she created this. She created this idea that she's in love with him, and probably she believed it at some point. And when the moment was, when the kidnapper completely lowered his guard, that is when she escaped. But she had so many chances to escape, but maybe the percentage of that escape would be 50-50, because the kidnapper doesn't really trust that she was actually in love with him. So it was almost like a test. So it feels like this person will make you believe that they trust you when they don't, just to give you the impression that they trust you. You don't have to have your guard up, when they fully have their guard up, because they are afraid of you, because they are afraid of your retaliation, or you ending up hurting them because they wouldn't let you in. What a weird message. This person could be telling you anything you want to hear. Like, they could be in agreement with you when they're not. They could be pretending to like the same things as you when they don't. They could be encouraging you in your pursuits of things, even though they disagree. Like, I feel like they are just agreeing to whatever you say, but they wouldn't share their opinion, because maybe then you will use that against them, or you will retaliate. They are afraid of you. What the fuck? They are actually scared of you. This person believes if they tell someone about what is happening with them and with you, that it could somehow backfire. It's so interesting, because this just reminded me of another story I saw on TikTok, where this lady was being sexually assaulted by a dude that was always angry, and he would go into her flat and she would like give him a hand job, or she would fuck him. And she contemplated so many times if she should call the police, but she's thinking, if I go to the police and call the police and tell them, then they would probably let him go, and then he will be angry with me, and then he will probably kill me. So I better off give him what he wants, which is a hand job, 5 minutes of discomfort, rather than risk my life. Which is crazy, but when someone is scared for their life, they would do anything. And so maybe, I mean, I'm not comparing that story to you, but it kind of reminded me of that. It's kind of like this person is thinking, I better not tell a soul about what I'm going through, because what if Virgo will retaliate and it will be way worse. So it's almost like they're thinking, if I betray Virgo, then they will betray me in a bigger way. And I feel like you've already betrayed them once or twice in one way or the other. And that's why they don't trust you. But then they're thinking, if I retaliate, then Virgo would probably retaliate in a bigger way, where it could be like a threat to this person, so they keep it to themselves. What the fuck is this? What am I tapping into exactly? You know, I hope this person gets out of this situation, because if you are the villain here, Virgo, and it's not just you being the villain to this person, but if you are actually a piece of shit with this person and you are the villain here, I hope this person gets out of your grip, because I do see that maybe this person will be finding a way to exit without poking the bear. But if this person is delusional, because there could be that scenario, right? People can imagine things. But so in the case of this person being delusional, and they are like, they have so much trauma and so much trust issues that they see you as danger when you're not, then I feel sorry for this person, because they need help, right? Now, in any case, this person's reality, their perception of the people around them and you specifically, is very much real to them. So even if their perception of this is not accurate or is not real, or maybe you are an angel, you didn't do anything, it's still very much real to this person. Do you understand? Because their perception of this threat or perceived threat is real, right? Now, if you don't want to be with someone that is crazy, maybe you need to leave this person alone and exit peacefully. But if you are the piece of shit that this person is seeing as a threat, and they have to be really careful and walk on eggshells with you, I hope they get out and you receive the karma that you deserve. I feel like I've covered enough scenarios in case you are the villain here or not. So if you get triggered by this message, I don't give a fuck. Because you shouldn't get triggered by something that does not apply to you. Okay. If you are wearing red and I come and tell you I hate blue, I hate when people wear blue, and you're wearing red, you're gonna look at yourself wearing red and saying, well, it has nothing to do with me. You won't be bothered. But if I come to you and say, I hate red, and you're wearing red, you will be like, what's your problem? Do you have a problem with me? Do you understand? So the messages that don't apply to you should not trigger you in any way. But if they do, then it's probably for you. Okay, well, what the fuck was that message? Okay, I'm gonna pull you another message. The second message is for Virgo extended members, but I'll give you a preview before we take it there, okay? I love my big hair, you know what I mean? I love my big hair. Anyways, that was a narcissistic moment. I love it, I love it. Second message are you, Virgo? Virgo, you have someone here that is wanting to how do I explain it? Because it feels like this person is giving you attention, like a Nigerian prince that emails people and say, hey, I want to transfer this amount of money in your bank account because whatever, you know, when you get those emails, hello, I am from Nigeria, I'm trying to give you money because you are chosen to take care of this money for me. As a Nigerian prince, I was held captive. And those crazy stories that you get from scammers. You have someone here like that, Virgo. And I said the emails and the scammers, but it feels like this person is someone that is in your life that is very attractive, and they seem like they have life all figured out. They seem to be even alright financially, meaning that this person spends lavishly and they seem okay, they seem like they have their life together, not knowing that everything that this person spends is coming from someone else's bank account. So is it extortion? This person is wanting to extort your ass. This is like a prostitute that is undercover. Because when you see prostitutes, there is a service. It's like, you get to be with my beautiful body, my beautiful face, my beautiful company, and then you pay for it. This person is not. They're not like a licensed prostitute. They have the same way of thinking, meaning I'm an attractive person. If you want to be with me, pay up. So they are the type of person, for example, when you go out on dates, you will be taking care of everything. It's not just about dates, like paying dinner and shit. I feel like this is the type of person that will tell you, hey, can you lend me this amount of money and I will pay you when I can. Or, hey, I'm really sorry to ask you, but I have this thing that I need to take care of. Will you transfer me some money? And because your sorry ass is so attached to this person and you love being around this person because they are attractive and, they are wanted by many people, you probably send that money. Or not, maybe this is like warning you about someone you're seeing right now, thinking that they really like you, but actually this person is looking at your bank and find that attractive rather than your face. Let's see where this goes in the extended. The extended link is in the description box. I'll see you there.